Alright, get in there. Come on, everybody. Been a while. I was talking some trash last stream. I said I'd come find me Thursday morning. I told him when, I told him where. Let's see. Be here. Oh, empty zone, but alright, I'm here now. Not empty anymore. We'll see who shows up. Could be anybody. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna get straight to it. A lot of nonsense in my bag, so too much now. Like encumbered too. Wait. Yeah, you think so, Makos? You might be right, honestly. Honestly, but we'll see. Cozy, good to see you though. Oops. Forgot how to play. I'm using the weighted axe, so I gotta like run away for a while. Okay. I got no arrows. I got nothing, no way out. It's up here. And cheese down some giants. Slowly but surely with the axe. I got a couple arrows. I'm saving them. I guess I could do a little faster one. Oops. Take too much damage, like straight up fight. Like even this damaging. I guess it's not. It's certainly more interesting and fun than the way. If things get too dicey or it gets rooted, it's axe time. Yeah. I gotta fix my back so it's getting crazy. Supposed to be in. Oh boy. I just woke up. You gotta excuse me a minute while I get my bearings. The best time for somebody to jump me though, you know what I mean? I'm still figuring it out. This 650 plat could be yours. Oh, do I not have haste? Hilarious. Go. Alright, who we got online? I laugh every time. So we've already decided that guy's level 1, right? When I check who all the level 1s are, there's one. It's him. The first guy. Ah, sipping coffee. Unfortunately, I gotta work this morning. Just like last week, just like the week before. Plan this Thursday morning stream. You know, trying to have something to do for the day because I'm free. And then I get called into work and I'm working today, but going in a couple hours. So that's why I'm just gonna call out the opposition the whole time. Come get me. I'm eating junk and watching rubbish. Somebody better come stop me up in Everfrost. Level 53. So I'm in range 49 to 57. And I mean, I know you got one. I'm, make some noise. Let's see what we got. It's not over yet. Somebody could chase me away right now. We'll never know, but we're gonna loot it. I think we're gonna see what it drops. Let's see. Safe so far. Nobody in the zone. This is Red 99. It is PvP enabled, plus or minus 4 levels. You never know. Somebody could be camped right here in this like little smiley face. Something. You never know. Okay, 5 plat. Plus 60 gold is like 11 plat. Yeah. Finishing the fight at full health. Excellent. How about the cheese in them? You know what I mean? You gotta cheese them. You can't stand there and fight them toe to toe. Yeah, encumbered again. I'm gonna destroy 3, 4 plat worth of silver or something. You know, sad but true. You gotta do it. Cool if I had a damage shield. You know, one thing I could go for. Working on it. Working on it. Sheesh. Hate missing the round. You know, you wait all that time. 0 damage. It's dying. 73 to 94. Now it's 71, 94. You know, it ain't easy being cheesy. Alright, fine. It's super easy. Took some pretty even beats there, so that puts us 67 to 91. Just trading round for round. Try not to take 2 rounds. 63 to 90. And the root will break eventually. We'll be back to kiting it, but I guess I could put the shovel on. It just helps us finish the fight at full health. Close to it. Gotta save my energy in case, get jumped. It could happen. Mikosi don't think so. Maybe right, but it could happen in theory. Still very early, obviously. 6:17 here on the East Coast. New red server? Oh my god, I would love it. I would give up all my accounts in a heartbeat for new red. I have so many 60s, you know what I mean? So many 50 something, so many tunes in progress with good gear, etc., etc. I don't care. I would give them all up. Fresh red's where it's at. We need it. I don't know if we deserve it, but we need it. I already had to start fresh. I came back after my 8 years off. My account was banned. I don't remember passwords for like shared accounts. Some of them might have been banned too. Who knows? I know it's been like over a dozen years now. You know what I mean? Red 99 is older than EverQuest was when they launched P99. You know what I mean? We're all reminiscent about the good old days. And that's just like us on Red. We're reminiscent about the good old days of when Red was new over a decade ago. It was awesome. We had a lot of fun. Had its issues. Guard assist didn't work, so that turned a lot of people off immediately. Like they ran to the guard, and the guard was like, "I do not care." Just sat there, watched you get killed by players. Now, of course, guards will assist. The person with the higher faction level, which is cool. That's immersive. That's you know what I mean. You feel like you're playing EverQuest. So I feel like if a lot of people who didn't like the feeling of getting dunked on and having no safety from that, they left, obviously. So, maybe a new chance they would stick around. The guards protect them. You know what I mean? It's only really relevant in the low levels. I mean, I guess it's relevant high level too. It's super relevant low level when a guard can like one shot somebody. So people got to act right in the new yard town. There was no there was no acting right on Red 90 when it came out because of that bug. Yeah. I persevered, right? I stayed through. I hit max level, before I retired. I'm back. And maybe this warrior will hit max level, but we can only pray and hope that they just launch a new red for it. Still nobody in the zone, but online. Couple players online. I like the name Fish. Is that an L though? Remember Fish Bait? That was the guild we couldn't remember. Toon, are you here? We were talking about old guilds one time, and we were naming all the old guilds, and we were all convinced there was one we were forgetting. Fucking Fish Bait. Wasn't that Salty's guild? Remember? Just another, you know, blast from the past. That's all it is. No, I used to fight in Hillam. I didn't like them. I was in Flowers. Um, I do remember them though, certainly. They were, you know, the nerds. Let's call them that. They were up all night. They're farming the dragons, doing all the stuff that some of us wish we could. It was a Zerg. Let's face it. There's like a million of them. Every like high end guild, I mean, max level guild, whatever, like merge together them because people want uncontested loot. That's all it was. I think the whatever is left of that guild is probably pumice now. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened when I was gone as far as Hillam falling and Perdition rising, you know what I mean? Which was, pumice before pumice. But it's the same people, you know what I mean? You got Twains, you got friggin', the same old goons that you always have. The type of players you never really see. They're online, but they're busy. I mean, they could come shut me up right now. They know where I'm at. Should I just ramp up the shit talk until it happens? I might. Really might. I'm gonna go to work all like amped up on PvP adrenaline. I don't know. I guess they just don't want this plat. It's coin loot. You know what I mean? It's not item loot over here. It's low risk PvP. You lose 0 XP these days. You lose 0 items. You just lose your money. You don't even need to bring money to come fight me. But I got money here. Come get it. Uh-oh. Old Nihis Nietzsche isn't read for a week or less, I heard. Nizar's banned for RMT. The Duke. He was banned for RMT? Did he really do it? Because I'm banned for RMT and I didn't do it. So, you know what I mean? I find that dubious. He could have done it. He probably did. I didn't do it though. Didn't do it. It took me a second. I had to read it out loud. I used to call them nillies. I don't think they liked that. So I kept calling them nillies. Silly nillies. They got the pixel rot. Their brains are rotted by pixels. That's why they don't come PvP. Farm. Am I liking the low pop PvP server? It is what it is. I would love a new fresh start, honestly. New red. New red 2024. Let's go. it is what it is. It's nowhere near as cool as it used to be back when, they had more players once upon a time. But that was a long time ago. That was like way pre Kunark. You know what I mean? We're talking ancient history at this point. By the time Kunark launched, this server was a ghost town already. You know what I mean? We had already done this single population the whole days for a while. And then they launched Kunark, which, revived it a little bit. I would assume Velius revived it a little bit too. I wasn't there. I was retired. But I'm back, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? Sometimes you do get some action. The pop in the beginning was hundreds. Day one, there was like so many people. Day two, there was still hundreds. Day three, I feel like it was really, really trailing off by that point. I was talking about this earlier in the stream. The server was doomed, right? They didn't implicate, or what's the word I'm looking for? There was no guard assist. They didn't that in the game. As far as guards helping you out from a player attacking you, they were like, "Do not care, just watch it happen." Yeah, Velius was 300. Wow, that's pretty good. Now after almost a decade of Velius, where are we at? I mean, it's obviously not peak time right now. It's like the opposite of peak, literally. Like a weekday morning. Sun's not even up on the West Coast. I don't think, right? Anybody on the West Coast? Sun up over there yet? I doubt it. It's only 6:30 here on the East Coast. Nope. Guards wouldn't protect shit. They would just watch you die to another player. They didn't fix that for like a month. And by that point it was too late, you know what I mean? All the people who were a little sensitive to the PvP had long re-rolled on blue, you know what I mean? And I get it. I get it. It feels bad. So we go run for safety to actually make it there and then just get freaking walloped right in front of them anyway. That ain't right. Not the way it was supposed to be. That's not what Brad intended, you know what I mean? Anyway, next time will be better. That's what I was saying. How about ASAP 2024? New red, please. Rogan, please. We know you do a lot. So dead you moved to green to have groups. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong, right? Everybody wants to enjoy EverQuest in a way that's fun for them. You know what I mean? A lot of us are here to reminisce the good old days, right? And I know when I played EverQuest back in the day, you find groups, right? You'd say LFG, especially as a tank, you know what I mean? Like people needed you. Hey, you're not getting that authentic classic EverQuest experience here on Red unless you bring your own group. You know what I mean? As far as bring your friends, especially if you're on green, bring your green friends. You know what I mean? A bunch of you together get a lot done. You learn to do more with less on Red because there's no other option, really. That's why, me and my pals will duo the turtle. I'm trying to figure out how to solo more and more stuff. And if I can't solo it, then we'll duo it. If we can't duo it, we'll try a trio. You know what I mean? Like you do more with less. Everything's not a raid. Everything's not a full group with a waiting list. There's no camp checks. You know what I mean? It's two sides of the same coin. Empty zones, yeah, it's bad and sad, and we're mad, but kind of rad because you don't gotta wait. It's yours for the taking. Did I play on Sol and Zek back in the day? Nah, my friend did. Tree Rat slash Big Hugs. He would tell me about it all the time in school. I had 56K, and the computer itself was a little dusty too. So it would take me like literally an hour to zone. Like if I had a zone line, I would get up, I'd go like make a sandwich, eat the sandwich, maybe walk around the block, you know, digest the sandwich, and then come back and see if I finished zoning. I probably didn't. So anyway, I couldn't play PvP. I think I got to about level 2, maybe level 4 on Sullen. I played Glurbverd, little troll warrior. He was cool, but I didn't stick with it. I went to Moral Thule, which turned out to be a French server. I didn't know. A lot of people are speaking French. I didn't know French, so it was fun though. There's other English speaking people there too. But do I regret it? Yeah, honestly, because once I got my taste of red when they launched the beta here on P99, oh so long ago. Oh my god, I never turned back. And speaking of Tree Rat, if you're out there, buddy, what up? I'm still looking for Tree Rat. No sign of Tree Rat since last post on the Flowers forums before they got nuked. So if anybody's heard from Tree Rat, tell them I say what's up. He was in Flowers through all the glorious glory days. I really wish, you know what I mean? Instead of just hearing the stories, I got to help because it sounded really fun. All right. I gotta go refill my coffee now. Think somebody's gonna jump me AFK. I go fix a coffee real quick. What do you think? Over under. I'm coming back to a dead troll. How the? You just saw that hit me from way over there? What the fuck was that? No stress on the green. Yeah, nice. I know, no stress once you're playing a blue server, right? Like a different game. I don't know. That's why I'm playing red. Like, yeah, there could be zero other players online, right? I could be the only one, but there's still that threat. You know what I mean? You still got to look over your shoulder because somebody could log in. I need that. I need that level of danger, just a little bit, just a little spicy EverQuest. A little something extra. Yeah. So after Moral Thule, I went to Dev. I don't remember why. Oh, I remember why. My uncle had gear for me. He was retiring from EQ, I think, to play WoW, and or he was already playing WoW and hadn't played EQ in a while and was gonna like cancel his account. So he gave me a bunch of gear on Zev, and it was like crazy gear. It was like top of the line stuff, like a shiny metallic robe. Remember that was like a huge fucking mind blower back then. Um, So that was my reason for switching. I gave up all my progress on Moral Thule. I went to Zev. I think became Druzzle Row or something. I don't. There were so many mergers and acquisitions of these servers, but I became a tank in Seophon. Really cool raid guild, like Gates of Discord era. It was fun. Yeah. It was PvEQ. You know what I mean? They'd I joined. Well, they were like back flagging for Plane of Time, etc. You know, I mean, Planes of Power had already been out, and they were starting to farm it. New expansions were coming out, and we were like, on the cutting edge of these new expansions, which was really cool. You know what I mean? I had a really cool EQ rating experience from uh, what was it? Like I said, like Gates of Discord all the way through the Buried Sea. Playing for years, and some of these raids were cool. You know, I mean, they were trying to compete with World of Warcraft or whatever, as far as like needed those Leroy Jenkins moments, needed those like you're not just standing there and pink and spank. Way less helpful on the PvP. Yeah, yeah. And I couldn't get into WoW either. I did play a little bit on after I stopped playing P99, you know, between Kunark and Valius, um, I retired. I was playing other games, you know what I mean? I was playing with the pals. And no, you know what? I hadn't retired yet. I took a little break from EQ, I think, and was playing. I don't remember exactly where it fits in the timeline. I know I was playing with Daisy, but I didn't quit P99 until after Daisy had passed away, right? So it was like, must have been before that. But anyway, I did play a little WoW to get in the battlegrounds. Is that what they're called? The little like queue up for like an instance, like mass PvP thing. It was fun. Yeah, spelled a little different. Um, he played on Red 99. He was Tim Tebow, which was too offensive of a name. It had to be changed. Players complained. You know what? I'm gonna dig up that old story, the Tim Tebow story. R.I.P. Daisy, one of the best, one of the greatest flowers to ever do it. He ruffled some feathers, right? And so this is let's get into it, right? It's Thursday morning. What better time than to tell the story? Let me get my coffee. I'm gonna tell you guys all about why Tim Tebow got his name changed. Okay, be right back. This coffee mug will be full in like a second. So, keep in mind, this story is going to be not safe for work because of some egregious names that not to give a spoiler alert, but they were fine. These names were fine. So anyway, once upon a time, our good friend Daisy played as monk, Tim Tebow, human monk, and he was patrolling High Key, right? He had the faction, so it's easy to you know, keep his own like that happy, keep everybody in line because guards and assists like that was properly implemented, right? This is not in the very beginning, like I was talking about. The guards would just sit there and watch. This was after they fixed it, and the guards would actually, you know, help the person with higher faction. So, Tim Tebow, the monk, is, you know, kind of up there, and two people are running through invisible, and he breaks their invises, and they get killed. Now, these two players were named. I only remember one of their names now. They were in the guild Meow, all caps Meow. Remember that guild? Um, but the one whose name sticks out to me was called Squirting. Was their first name, and their last name started with a V and ended with an A. So I'll let you figure it out. It wasn't Virginia, okay? It was Squirting something else. So Squirting, and then the other one was another stupid name. It was like also very sexual. I think their first name was like Throbbing, and their last name. I'll let you use your imagination. So anyway, Squirting and let's say Throbbing petition Tim Tebow for attacking them in high key, which is okay. It's a PvP server. He attacked. You know what I mean? Like it's not cheating. It's the way Brad intended. So anyway, a very let's say he must have been bored. A bored GM appears. And the reason I know all this is because Daisy posted it all in the forums with screenshots. Probably about 60 screenshots of this whole thing. So you could really sit there and live the moments along with it from attacking them to them crying to the GM appearing. Okay, and here's what happens when the GM appears. He comes to change Tim Tebow's name for being too offensive. Not squirting vagina or throbbing whatever, but Tim Tebow. So anyway, he ended up getting like winning the whole thing because apparently when they let you change your name, it doesn't have the same level of checks that it does when you choose your name initially. So he made his name Pow with 3 letters, POW, and it worked. So he was the only 3 level player or 3 letter name player on the whole server for like that whole time. I don't know if any exists now, but back then there was only only one. And yep, that's the story of it. The other players' names did not get changed. They kept playing until they eventually quit a couple weeks later because, PvP hard, EQ too hard. Um anyway, and that funny story, that was Sirkin, the GM that appeared. And that is, a little background for some other stories you might. Ancient history. I'm gonna try to dig up this old post from the forums. It was hilarious. Just hilarious at how the name policy was enforced slash not enforced. You know what I mean? That guy's name did yeah D Dayse. Yeah, it was he's a good pal. Champs on P99. Yeah, I've seen him from time to time. They seem to be new ones, or new to me. You'll see like Ambrosio. There's this other guy who you won't see. He only shows up invisible, but sometimes he'll talk in OOC, kind of taunting people that he's like in the process of banning. Like you'll see somebody like anybody else two boxing while I'm here, you know what I mean? And you'll check and he's not online because he's like an invisible GM. It's like, whoa, we got some fucking tea. Spill it. We want to know who was it. You can only speculate when something like that happens. But yeah, those are like the only two you'll really see. There might have been a third GM every now and then, but I can't think of the thought. These all must be new ones. You know what I mean? You don't see the old names you used to see. Crackdown on shit talking? No, I don't think so. As far as I can tell, no. They will ban accounts for name violations, but it's like they suspend the account for name violation. Um, they make it so you go to log in, it says you're banned, and then you go to the forums to find out why, and then they make you change your name. Um, I know because that did it did happen to me. I had a Shadow Knight named Poop Gun. I didn't make the name. I kind of inherited the account, but it's a funny name, right? Not too bad. Poop Gun. That's a good Shadow Knight name. But anyway, no, it wasn't a good Shadow Knight name because it was too offensive and had to be changed. But then they unsuspended the account as soon as it changed it. So, the name Cuck Twains, we can only assume is fine because this player's been online for a week straight. They're just a level one sitting in the town somewhere. Just doing it to have the name online. But I feel like eventually a GM's gonna see that and be like, no, no, no. For now, it's fine. Giant's kind of tough. I've been cheesing him the whole time. He's still there. We go. I just needed to complain to get a good round up. I have a Shadow Knight main. This is my warrior. My Shadow Knight's 60. I have a few Shadow Knights. I just really like the Shadow Knight class. They're fun to play. They're, I think, great in PvP. Um, and they're threatening, right? It's scary to know somebody has the Shadow Knight, even if the Shadow Knight's online. You know what I mean? You see their other two, and you're like, what's stopping them from the harm touching me right now, right? They just got to camp over, and I could get harm touched. That's scary to some people. I think it's the implication, right? It's not like, planes of power, etc., where harm touch is like a super powerful thing. It's still powerful, but I'm not gonna one shot it. Okay, maybe you could one shot like a cloth guy. They'd have to be unbuffed. It'd have to be like the perfect storm. It's just mostly a good finisher. Like the war, I love the warrior. He hits so hard. His combat skills are just so good. Disarming stuff. You know what I mean? He really wallops. But he doesn't have any finishing move. If I don't get a good hit, this is a warrior. If I don't, if I get, I mean, if somebody's running away, running for the zone, all I can do is chase them and hit them. You know what I mean? I don't have any, nothing in the chamber really. And we've seen it happen. Last time I streamed the warrior, or 2 streams ago, whatever it was. I got a little bit of action a few streams ago. Um, or was that on stream? I might have been off cam that time. I was fighting some shaman out here. It must have been off cam because I was logging off and logging back on. I don't do that when I'm streaming. Yeah, it's solid. Um, but anyway, I would log off and log on. Sometimes there'd be a shaman here, and I'd attack him, and he had Sal. He'd run away, get away, and then I'd kill a giant or two and log off, log back in later. He'd be there again. I'd attack him again. I got this guy down so low so many times. He just kept getting away. I don't have that finishing move. You know what I mean? Like if the zone line's only that far away, I'm praying for a critical hit, and that's not going to happen when you need it, right? It never does. So it is what it is. It's fun, but it doesn't get the kills that a Shadow Knight gets, at least for me. Maybe I'm bad. But yeah, most of my tutors have the eye patch, the Lev cloak, the J boots. I mean, yep. Solo and a warrior with a whole bunch of plat on me, trash talking the opposition. I'm doing all that right now, buddy. That's how we roll on this stream. So if you like it, make sure you come back Thursday mornings, Sunday mornings. I'm gonna try to switch the Thursday morning stream though because, like I said, I've been kind. Or maybe I didn't tell you guys. I said it in Discord. I picked Thursday morning streams because I used to have, the morning free. It was a perfect time for me to plug in and focus and, really get in the zone. But now I've been getting called into work every Thursday. It's the third week in a row. So it's like, I gotta, like, kind of be realistic with the fact that I work Thursdays. And I don't know if I could stream Thursdays. So maybe I'll stream after work on Thursdays. Stay tuned for a schedule change. Sunday morning is a go though. That's been like the super stream. We love it. Um, Played the Bard last Sunday. Maybe I'll play the Druid this Sunday. Something. I got an option. I want to do a little MTG stream sometime again. That was fun. I know, a lot of people here are EverQuest enjoyers, right? That's where you came to watch, right? Not gonna watch me play MTG Arena. That's fine. But if you want to, I'll have the mic and cam on. We'll hang out, talk strategy. I might get on a tangent about EverQuest, you know what I mean? I got a one-track brain sometimes. Um, I'll tell people they got pixel rot. Meanwhile, maybe it's projection. Oops, I'm still getting hit. I'm soloing the warrior. It's all about the cheese, right? I'm cheesing them with the weighted axe. Some people say it's a bad weapon, is the ratio, right? It's less than a 0.33 ratio, right? That's bad. Be like, some people would say zero point 0.5 is a little better. Hey, there he is. How you doing? Explain to me how you're kiting this giant. Yeah, basically just I have J boots. I strafe. You know what I mean? I run diagonally, strafing, get a little speed, and I'm just using this really long delay weapon, and I'm trading rounds with it. So instead of standing there and getting hit, 3 times, if I'm using a faster weapon, the giant's still faster. These things are really slamming you. So if you stand there toe to toe, what I mean, your HP is going down, its HP is going down a little slower. You're not going to win that fight, right? But now I'm trading unfairly. I run far away, I swing the weapon, and I trade my 1 round for their 1 round. Yep. Big delay, big damage. Yep. That's the strategy. And then, you know what I mean? And the side effect is I'm gaining a little HP all this time when I'm not swinging. Oh, I screwed that one up. I got stunned. I traded 1 round for 3 rounds. That's bad. That's the kind of shit I can't do if I want to successfully kite this thing. With the weighted axe, you could also enable bow quest and, just fire friggin' arrows into this thing for big damage. But arrows are a finite resource, and admittedly, I'm running low, saving those for an emergency, which, could happen at any minute. And if it's going to happen, it better be soon, guys. If anybody's planning on giving me a little static out here, I got to go to work in an hour. Unfortunately, it's going to be a short stream. 2 hours is a short stream, right? If I'm streaming, I like to go at least 4 hours. So I'm not trying to blow up your notifications. So feel free to subscribe and, keep notifications on because you're not going to get annoyed with like pointless Chewy went live. By the time you click it, I'm already off. No, no, no. If I'm going live, I'm staying live. Today being the exception. 2 hours because I'm going to work. Ugh. We're 1 hour deep. Oh, that proc is great. Karnak Battle Axe. Wait, which one's that? I'm picturing this one. This isn't Sarnak. So this is a great one for low level. But now that you're over level 20, right? You have once the damage cap fully come off, that's 20 or 30. Either way, if you can use a weighted axe, if you are a barbarian, troll, or ogre, I think this is the best weapon. It's not the best weapon in all situations, but it's as far as enabling strategy. You know what I mean? It's kind of unmatched. Yeah, it could be the Velium. I'm trying to picture the Frostbringer. Is that a Rampage proc? What's that proc? We were talking about Nihilum earlier, Tune. We were reminiscing about the good old days. Oh, and I saw on Who All someone named Fish, and it reminded me of Fish Bait. That was the guild we couldn't think of that other stream when we were talking about all the old day one guilds or whatever. It was fucking Salty's guild. Where'd this giant go? Oh god. Got one walking around. I gotta like root one of these fuckers. Yeah, they were total non-factors though. I think they like scrubbed out up here in Hallis, right? They were like a barbarian guild that like might have been a factor in Blackborough. But by the time, you know what I mean? By the time we all hit level 20 or something like that, they weren't doing shit. All right. I really gotta stick this route. It's a proc though, so you can't really fucking control it. Cool weapon. I was using it on my Shadow Knight. It's a great effect, but I feel like it procs even more on the Warrior. I stay as I don't proc at all. Come on, proc, please. Yeah, I traded Giant. The other one started running away, and he ran into this one, which aggroed me. So he's still just kind of wandering around low HP. There we go. It's, things got complicated. I'll go back and finish that one in a sec. This one gotta get finished. I know my HP's getting a little low to be fighting two giants. Oh, of course, this procs first. You can't control the procs. All right. Haste proc or haste buff fresh. A little bit of haste goes a long way with 150 delay. Shaving like full seconds off that time. Ugh, fuck that one up. You're low HP. Crazy. I'm eating junk and watching rubbish. Somebody better come stop me. Right. Remember that movie? Look what you did, you little jerk. I love that movie. Home Alone. Ah, stupid ads. Sorry about that. Could be worse. They give you a slider where you could adjust how many ads. You could like slide it up to like non-stop ads. How fucking crazy is it? Who would watch that? Who would watch non-stop ads? I know I wouldn't. If I keep that slider, you know, in the normal range. But yeah, I don't think you missed much. I was just quoting Home Alone. There we go. Okay. Wow, broke ass giant too. All that work for that. I'm just trying to always slow Ricky. Can't fucking do it anymore. Okay. A little low on the HP. It's sketchy, perhaps. Gonna spam some heals real quick. Oh, never mind, Rudolph. You're getting dicey. Oh, love that. That's the other good thing about using the weighted axe, right? When you riposte, you really riposte. But when you miss, you really miss. Two misses in a row. That's rough. Three misses in a row. Come on. 26% to 59%. We got to turn this fight around. That ain't. I might have to zone this and heal up, honestly, to be safe. Can't really overextend. That's five misses in a row. Oof. I don't want to zone it. There we go. Some riposts back and forth, but the end result was, 55 to 31 now. 29. Ugh. Taking some damage. It's rough. There we go. 51%, 30%. There we go. Crippling blow for 532 damage. That's what the fuck is up. Oh no, it's getting dicey. Jeez, okay. I tried it. 15 to 30. 24 to 16. So close here. 18 to 17. We're about to take the lead, finally. This was like a long fight because this one added. The other one wandered into this one, and I was fighting two at once for a second. Things were all messed up, but now this second one's about to die. First one had 4 plat, so this one better like fuck make up for it. Give me like 50 plat. Come on. I feel like every giant this morning has been broke. There we go. Okay. Yeah. 1%. Still chasing me because I am very low myself. 54 gold and a silver amulet? Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. That was crazy. Brokest giant of the morning was also the hardest. Anyway, it was fun. Get levitate back on, maybe spam some more heals. Thank you. XP's moving, right? We're 70% in. There he is. Thank you for that. Only 3 players online, and one of them's level 1. Hey, no problem. Steel Pulse 1323. Come back soon, all right? Sunday morning, I'll be live again. Same time. I'll be going later though. Sunday. Thank you for hanging out. I'm going for another, 45, 50 minutes right now. I will have to go to work at that point. Unfortunately. I have a day job. I'm not a professional EQ player. Although, that'd be cool. Right? I do this for Saturday. Anybody need ice giant toes? Got a whole bunch of ice giant. Oh yeah, I'm like, let me spam some heals as I sit here now. He's only good if you click it. I might do a little MTG arena stream weekend or something. I have a bunch of, draft passes, gold and the like gems all ready to spend on, drafts, whatever, tournament entries. it'll be fun. Try to win some packs. Try to get some rank ups, whatever. They say ranking up at the end of the month's the hardest because that's when everybody's trying to do it. Well, I guess we're everybody. You know what I mean? We're in there too. Doesn't really start getting hard until you're above diamond or whatever, right? As far as like how much effort it takes to up. You just gotta win a few times. It's pretty forgiving ranking system on Arena for the first, all the normal badges or whatever. I think once you get high ranked or whatever, then it's one of those things where you're worried about where you stand versus other people and like you're gonna slip down the rankings, not like actively playing or whatever. I'm not talking about those rankings. I'm talking about, you know what I mean, just finishing the month at a higher badge. We're on like silver and gold, which is low. You know what I mean? We could pump those up. Just gonna take some time. If I'm gonna do it, I might as well stream it. Blah blah blah. Um, I don't know. Probably not tonight. It'll probably be on the weekend. So stay tuned for that. Sunday morning, obviously, it'll be stream. I'm not gonna mess with tradition as far as that goes. More of the same, you know, as far as it'll be me probably talking a little trash uh, about the opposition, maybe calling out some old freaking EQ goons, and maybe I won't play the Warrior. Maybe I'll play something else, but it'll be EQ. It'll be Red 99, and it'll probably be solo. Even if I have friends on, I still tend to just solo on the stream. It's more it's not, I guess it's not that it's more of anything, it's just kind of less invasive, I would say. Like I don't mind streaming, right? I'm putting myself out there, putting my own gameplay on display for better or for worse, you know what I mean? You want to watch this, you want to critique, that's fine. I invite it. However, if I'm in a group with somebody and they're not streaming, who am I to be like, oh, let me broadcast your play for people to, see. That's kind of rude, right? In that same respect, maybe when I attack somebody in PvP on stream, I'm broadcasting their play for too. I'm not going to stop PvP and just because I'm streaming, okay? Like, yeah, I can control groups. You know what I mean? As far as like, I don't need to join a group, but if I see another player, I gotta do what I gotta do. Quicker the fight's over, the quicker they're not being broadcast anymore, right? At least it's a finite amount. That's a lot easier when I'm only fighting one, huh? All those were posts. Crazy. These are dark blue giants. It's like the perfect level. 53 for fighting these things. They're all dark blue. I don't think I've seen a green one. I've pretty much gotten all of 53's experience. Yeah, maybe I was still at Raptors for the early part of 53. I don't remember. Raptors, no loot. Gotta get a little loot. Gotta put something in my pockets. Right now, 700 plat in my pocket. Come and get it. I feel like we made like zero plat in the past hour, honestly. Every giant's been broke. All morning, best one we fought had 4 plat. That's terrible. There we go. That's the kind of round I like. Oh, disarm 163. Love a skill up. I don't know if it makes any difference that I'm spinning around this thing. That was fun. 3 plat. Woohoo! Another broke ass giant. If I didn't see all these spawn, I would think a rogue came through and pickpocketed them, but we saw them pop. These are the repops, repops, repops. Be right back. Refilling the coffee one more time. If I'm not jacked up on PvP adrenaline for work, I at least got to be caffeinated. Hold, please. I'll be right back. Nobody jump me AFK, I swear. Had to pee. All right, that's brewing. I didn't sit because I'm that paranoid. You get hit for max damage if you get hit sitting, so I didn't sit. I was on purpose. All right, coffee's almost done brewing. Maybe else like dread work when they have to go like every second you get closer to it, it's like one more. All right, I love my job. It's just I don't. We're supposed to be off this morning. Hey, paying me paying me enough. Quick little root there. That's probably the easiest way to do the weighted axe stuff, right? Just sit down. Of course, once the root breaks, I gotta like switch gears again. But meanwhile, while it's rooted, like lay down in between swings, take a little nap. At 73. Bad trade. 0 damage for 82. All right. Generally speaking, we win these trades. Ugh. Wow. I was doing better when it wasn't rooted. And just a reminder for everyone who's just joining us, it's the weighted axe. 150 delay. That's a very long delay, which is beneficial. Gives us time to, make a sandwich, eat a sandwich, digest a sandwich, swing again. Quiet morning on red. What else is new? This works just as well when he's not rooted. Just have to kite him instead of sitting. Fine. Easy. Cheesy. This is going to be the streak breaker giant. The streak being, they're all broke. Topped out at 4 plat drop today. We had a 3 drop, the last one, a 0 drop, the one before that, and I think like 3 4 drops or something. We've killed a few of these things. I don't remember the exact count, but they've all been broke. All this plat's from last time I streamed the Warrior. I promised I would keep the money on him. I wouldn't go get arrows. I kept my word. You know what I mean? I really thought we were gonna get some static today. If anybody's coming, hurry. It's almost 7:30 and I got work at 8. So if you're coming to fight me, you know what I mean? We only only got a little bit of time. Hurry up. Hurry up. You see where I'm at. Level 49 through level 57. Come and get it. Come get me while I'm fighting a giant. Loot this 700 plat. a little sloppy. I had to take 2 rounds. So I gotta be careful not to go in too early. If I go in too early, I stand there like a Dumby. All right. 60%, 69%. Nice. We can do this. $56 to 69. Nice. There we go. That was a good trade. His 70 for my 130 something. Yeah, these trades work in PvP too, you know? You just gotta successfully kite your opponent for up to 15 seconds if you don't have haste. Haste really isn't required for this, it just makes the process faster. In fact, without haste, I would have more HP right now because I'd be running and regenning long. But the fight would take 20% longer plus 36% longer. I don't know. I don't remember exactly how it totals out when you have worn haste and buff haste. And of course, there's Bard over haste, right? V3. I don't have that one right now, but another thing to factor mathematically. EQ mechanics are cool, right? How about sitting? What's your favorite mechanic in EQ? I think that's mine. Just how complicated things get once people sit. Where'd my dagger go? For a second, I was like kind of scared. Hardly ever use Anders. I can see him situationally useful though, you know what I mean? Wow. I called this one the Streak Breaker. Wrong. The Streak Strengthener. Struggling with my bag space. That was a one plat giant. Pitiful. Ah, shit, I forgot to grab my coffee. My rhythm's a little off. There we go. There we go. All right, now this one's going to be the one to break the streak, right? The first giant of the stream to drop more than. Let's set the bar low. Drop more than 5 plat. Hey, Job of the Fox. What's up, Raiders? Sir Pac, how you doing, buddy? Shout out Job of the Fox. How was your stream?
There he is.
I don't know how to shout out. I tried. Sir Pac, you must have accidentally unfollowed. I think I've done that to people before. When you like you follow so hard, you accidentally unfollow. That's the worst. Slash shout out. Thank you. I'm gonna do it. How about that? Yes. Thank you. Thank you for teaching me that. Slash shout. I should have known. It's a slash command. Those are native to, you know what I mean? I'm an EverQuest enjoyer. I know these. Uh-oh. Disconnect. That's rough. Ugh. Were you charming something? That's the worst time for a disconnect, huh? I guess there's no good time for it, really. Maybe a zone line. Especially on red server. We get those all the time. Sudden localized. That's when my rhythm's off. I don't have my haste. There we go. When we got the haste, we got the rhythm. When we got the rhythm, there we go. Okay, that's good. Love Necro Res. I'm glad that you didn't lose too much, you know. This game can be tough enough, grindy enough, time consuming enough without, you know, extra bonus. Time sinks. The EverQuest we enjoy. The way Brad intended it, right? You gotta respect that. Anyway, we're over here slow rolling these giants with the weighted axe. Right? The way Brad intended it. He was a legend, you know what I mean? He was a star that burned bright. We know the type. And you know, it's sad when people end up being their own worst enemies. Whoop. Rudolph. Should I switch back to the root stick or should I kite him with the axe? What do you think? I think I'm gonna kite him with the axe. That's how we started the stream. Unfortunately, I got work in 20 minutes. So, you know, we're winding down a little bit. I got called in again, third Thursday morning in a row that I last minute got kind of called in, which is rough. Planning to play EQ with you guys all morning, like we do on Sunday, right? Past few Sundays have been like nice long streams. This Sunday coming is gonna be a nice long stream again, right? 6 a.m. Eastern to I'll try to go to lunch if I can make it. You know, at least 10. But as for Thursday mornings, I might be rescheduling this one. Keep an eye on the schedule. I will update it if you know I come up with a better solution because like I said, 3 times in a row getting called into work. Let's face it, Thursday's not my day off no more. I'm working Thursdays, it would appear. So, it is what it is. We adapt, we overcome, and we enjoy EverQuest. Time permits it. Giants going. These are blue cons. We're just out here on a warrior soloing blue con giants. No big deal. That's how we do it. Got 700 plus plat. Been calling people out, hoping they would come try to fight me over here. We even got down to about 12% or 15% HP one time fighting 2 giants. Nobody came. I can only assume they're just They're too scared. They don't want to get walloped. You know what I mean? You never recover. You never respawn. Oh, wait, you do? I don't know what their problem is then. You totally respawn. You lose 0 XP. All you lose is your plat. So I've got something to lose here, right? Which means they got something to gain, and they still won't come. So it is what it is. Gonna have to accept that I'm the scariest troll on EverQuest on a Thursday morning. Because this is the PvP server. Currently Red 99, but they're gonna rename it Flowers 99 because we run this. Right? Ignore the Pumice members online. They're not relevant. After talking this trash, I'm gonna sit here AFK. I'm gonna stand here AFK, okay? Real quick. Be right back. Grabbing my last coffee of the morning. I said I was gonna be all jacked up on PvP adrenaline going to work. It's not happening, so I gotta prop myself up with caffeine. So the next best thing. Be right back. Coffee's like steaming hot. I don't even know if it'll cool down in time for work. I don't have time to sit and heal. I gotta fight giants. Let's go. I'm gonna get pretty low HP this one. This could be your chance. If you're planning on making a move, make it soon. Didn't rebuff. Gotta set yourself up for success. Maybe I didn't, but it's alright. We're gonna win anyway. I might title a stream FOH99. I'm playing red. That's what it says on the server list. If you're looking for FOH99, you can't find it because it's red 99. I'm just gonna change the name, see if it sticks. I swear, if this giant doesn't drop more than 5 plat, I'm gonna lose my shit. That was a bad round, huh? I ran in early. I took 2 rounds, and that second round was another 108. Ugh. Gotta be careful. Gotta play tight. Let's see this. Job says, so this is the jousting technique. Yeah, basically, if this was player versus player, I'd consider it jousting. Since it's a NPC, I'm gonna call it kiting, right? I'm kind of just kiting it with the axe. But yeah, jousting, you kind of go in for your round. And it really favors the person with the slower weapon, right? Like if I can convince someone to start jousting with me against, any of my trolls, because they all got weighted axe, it's gonna be a good fight for me. Like really, if you're using the faster weapon, you don't want to joust. You want to stick. You want to be right on them the whole time. When they try to juke you, you're right on them. You stay on them. You don't give it up. Once you start going round for round, now you're jousting. Now, yeah, slower weapon will. Assuming that the hits happen, because you can do some little jukes or whatever, mess with the hitboxes, and potentially turn around for round into an unfair trade where only one is swinging. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you could do this on your own server too, as far as kiting stuff and turning and killing it. But I guess if you have the option of grouping instead, yeah, you're gonna use your tank weapons and stand there and tank it. This is just kind of part of doing more with less. Like we have to. We don't really have an option but to do more with less on Red. I mean, FOH 99. Because I could sit here LFG, like I'm a tank, I just need a healer. Oh, I don't have a healer, so gotta figure out a different way. And yeah, weighted axe also enables what they call bow quest. For some reason, that same high delay bonus that we're getting from swinging the axe applies to the range when you have the axe equipped. Not classic, not not what Brad intended. So if I'm using it, it's usually just kind of to showcase it for you guys. Usually, I've yet to bow quest anybody in PvP egregiously yet. You know what I mean? I'll fire the bow off, and maybe I would. You know what I mean? I'd fight fire with fire if somebody had a bow quest too, and I'd bow quest with them. But I don't like it. I want them to fix it. Just like I want a new Red 99, I want bow quest fixed because the best range class should be Ranger, right? That's what Brad intended. He gave them the cool bows. He gave them, you know what I mean? It shouldn't be an ogre warrior with a freaking weighted axe. That should not be the best range class. I say ogre because that's usually what the bow quest tunes are. I don't know why an ogre would be better at it than a troll. I guess they're probably about the same. Either way, you get the critical hits, you get the high skill cap, and you get the weighted axe bonus, which makes a hit that should have been like 10 be like 90. That's fair, right? Get a low delay bow, beat it up with a quiver. I only have a regular store bought quiver in this tune because, like I said, I'm not trying to bow best. I just happen to have a good bow. Weighted axe, but yeah, you could do that on your server too. Yes. All right. We're praying that this giant has more than 5 plat because it's been an hour and 48 minutes of streaming killing these. They've all been broke as shit. This one had 5 plat. A new record today. We started the stream with like 500 and something plat. We still have 500 something. Crazy. Anyway, do I have time for one more giant? Let's go. Let's do one more giant. I'm not satisfied with that 5 plat. That was pathetic. Just Be right back real quick. I gotta do like my last minute getting ready for work. I appreciate everybody that's hanging out with me this, and I hope to see you Sunday when I definitely don't have to work for a fact. 100%. Be right back. All right. Last giant of the day, the morning. Unfortunately, I do have to go to work. So, last call. If anybody's coming to mess with me, come do it quick. Probably don't even have time for a whole fight at this point. But at least we can end in a scuffle or something. Come on. Haven't seen Bromix on in a while. I think he went to Teak. Hope he's doing all right. It was the story of Romeo and Juliet. We were always fighting. Um, I mean, it was probably the last day I saw him was a couple days after we fought in Lower Guck, and my Shadow Knight got the kill on his warrior. We got into some more scuffles, right? And he left a pile of corpses. He got killed on his rogue. He got killed on his warrior again. He got killed. He just was dying left and right. He like ran like every account at me. Just kept dying. I haven't seen him online since. But coincidentally, Teak came out. So I mean, Yeah, I think he's taking a little break from red, but if you're out there, Bromix, let's fucking fight again. Come back. Got 599 plat, 2030 gold. For the taking over here. You know what I mean? All you got to do is get one little kill. And that's an open invitation, not just Bromix. Bromix? Bromix? How do you pronounce it? Let me know. Um, I don't know. I play on request to PvP and without it takes two to tango. I'm running out of ideas on how to encourage it at this point. If anybody has any leads on like super immersed Red 99 players that I could like call out by name, let me know. I'll call them out. We'll dedicate a whole stream to calling them out because I think that would do it. You know what I mean? If I will self-identify as an immersed Red 90, right? Let's say I am. Let's say I'm immersed, right? If me, as an immersed player, saw somebody like Chewy can't PvP, he doesn't want any of this. If I saw that stream title, I would certainly click the stream, and I would probably try to log in and shut them up, right? Because this is a server where you can do that. Uh, they could do that too. Maybe I'm just not calling them out by name in the title. Maybe I got to do that, right? But even if it wasn't the title, if I got a word, if it came back to my friend, somebody told me, a little bird told me that somebody was talking shit, I'd probably move a character to that zone. The next time they were on, I could, say what's up. Am I the only one like this on Red? Do you know anybody else like that? Let me know, because like I said, they're gonna get called out. We're gonna have some scuffles, and we're gonna enjoy some EverQuest together. Because I know I'm not the only one who needs it. I'm sure you guys might like to see it, right? A little something different. Pop like abysmal, dude. The pop it's a ghost town, but there's still a lot of active players. You know what I mean? The usual suspects. They all still log in to kill drag. You know what I mean? They're not here for the PvP. They're here to kill a dragon and log off. So what's the pop like nowadays? This morning, very low, but raid night, you might get close to triple digit. So they're out there. And they got better gear than me, but they don't want this. Or they're sleeping. I will admit, it's early. So I'm thinking when I start doing a different stream than Thursday morning stream, I'll do it, you know, something more prime time. I'll talk shit then, and we'll see how it goes. You know, maybe it won't go great for me, and that's fine. It's EverQuest. I'll respawn. I'm not afraid. Anyway, it's been a really fun stream. I'm super thankful for everybody who's hung out today. Just like every Thursday morning, every Sunday morning. Thursday morning streams changing, so maybe forget that one. Another 5 plat giant. I'm gonna breathe deep and enjoy it. This is EverQuest, and we enjoy EverQuest here on this channel. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. Let's do a raid. Let's show some love from FOH99. That's what this server is being renamed. That's official. You heard it here first. It used to be called Red 99. Now it's FOH99. So that being said, show some love from FOH99, please, as we raid. See who suggested raid is, right? Oh, and thank you to the 2 follows during that stream. Really appreciate you guys. We're getting so close to the 400 follower goal. I was gonna say Mike and Cam on once I hit 400, but Mike and Cam's on already, so I don't know what to promise. Hot tub stream? I'm just kidding. Or am I? We've been going for 2 solid hours, which is unfortunately all I can do because I have to work. I got called in. So, rating. Show some love from FOH99. Thank you. Games are these? It's always suggesting like all these non-EverQuest games for a raid now. But you guys want to enjoy some EverQuest, right? This looks like live level 125 grind. I don't know about all that. Go see here we go. Chris GNV. Show some love from FOH99 to Chris GNV, please. And thank you all for hanging out. I'll see you Sunday morning for some more EQ. If you see me before then, it'll probably be a little MTG Arena if that's your thing. Love to see you there. All right. See you next time.